Three more mother days. Three more mother days until the draft. Who the keep bleeping me? Man, this is my mother show. Man, stop that. Oh, here we go. Anyway, stay tuned after the intro.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
This is Raiders Allegiance with Lunatic Raider. Welcome to the dark side.
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. As you guys already know, we're 3 days away from the NFL Draft here in Las Vegas, Nevada, hosted by your team, my team, our team, the Las Vegas Raiders. It's going down. It's going down. What do I expect to see during this draft? A lot of shit. It could be some trading up, trading back. Players might be involved in deals. We'll see. Stuff is already starting to happening amongst other teams. The Minnesota Vikings are said to be trying to trade down, as well as a few other teams as far as how the rumors are being carried. But that makes sense because this draft is deep enough where you can get quality players later on. You don't have to just shoot your load right off bat in the first round. You can move back, accumulate more picks, and go ahead and still get good quality players. The Patriots already traded, I think, a fifth round pick to the Texans for a 6 and a 7. So now you see the willing and dealing, and I expect our Raiders to do the same thing. I expect us, I don't know about trading up, but I can damn sure guarantee we're going to trade back at least 1 or 2 picks and accumulate more picks in the middle of the rounds. So like I said, I've always been an advocate, and I keep saying it, for the Raiders to trade the 3rd round pick. Move back. Now you have some space in the bottom of the 3rd round where some team might want to jump up to where you're at and pick a player that has fallen to that spot. If so, the Raiders not only not lose a 3rd round pick, you just fall back in the 3rd round, but pick up multiple picks after that as well. A 4th, a 5th, I keep saying it. A 4th and a 5th is what I'm shooting for. I would love to see us with 2 4th round picks and 3 5s in that part of the round with a draft like this deep. As far as certain positions, something is going to fall to us in the 4th and 5th rounds that you can't pass up. And to have 5 picks in the 4 and 5 rounds, dude, it's all luxury right then and there. It's all luxury because now you have 5 picks you can play with. You can even trade back again, or you could package up a 4 and a 5 and move back up. Who knows? And you still have 2 5s in your 4th, but you know what I mean? It all depends on what the Raiders are going to do. The fun thing about this is we don't know, and we will not know until it happens. Nothing will be leaked out. Nothing will be, everything is going to be speculated, but it's a good thing. We're in a very good position. We're in a position where we don't have to reach. We draft the best available at the positions of need. That's all we need to do. Like I said, you've seen weeks ago that I did a mock draft where the first mock draft was drafting the best available. That did not work out well. I ended up with 3 running backs. We don't need 3 running backs. So then I fine-tuned it and said, well, what we're going to do the second mock draft was draft the best available of a certain need. So we know we got multiple positions on this team that there is a need for. But when it comes to the draft, you grab the best available at any of those positions that you do need. We're in a perfect position, you guys. So with that being said, it's just a wait and see. We got 3 days until round 1. We don't have a 1st round pick. Maybe we will. Maybe they will move in up and get a 1st round pick. Who knows? Who knows? It all depends. I don't like to get, because when you move up, you got to give up more pay. Of course, move up, you have to give up more picks than you receive. But the value of the picks is what we're looking at, not the quantity. But is there really going to be a player that you want to give up multiple picks just to move up and get? Is he really going to be that dynamic where it's going to change your franchise's season? Is it going to give you 3-4 more wins with addition of that player? I don't think so. There's not one player that's going to come in and save this franchise and get us to the promised land. It's not going to happen. But there are good quality pieces that you can add to what we already have through free agency. Now we add it through the draft. This the accumulation of those players to add to our system, whether it's offense or defense, is beautiful. Because it's not like we're reliant on that player. If that player fails, the team fails. We're not in that situation. We're not in that situation at all. We're in a very good position to go here and knock this draft out the park with just a few picks we have as of now. You know what I mean? Those picks can multiply. And like I said, I assume that what we're going to do is trade back once or maybe even twice and get more picks in the middle, late rounds. It is what it is. Not to mention the undrafted rookies that do not get drafted by teams that will be there, that will be taking calls from all these franchises and getting their services on those teams. So with that being said, man, we are good. My faith in the front office is high. I'm pretty sure just as much as you guys have faith in Ziegler, Champ Kelly, McDaniels, Patrick Graham. We have faith in what they're trying to do. They know what players they need as of now to improve this team to get to a Super Bowl. They know this. As fans, it's good to speculate what we believe, what we think. Is it a safety, a linebacker, defensive tackle, right tackle? You know what I mean? There's many different ways we can approach this. But to me, in my eyes, the best way is when it's time to draft, either you get a deal to move back and not move way back, but just have a team that is interested in moving up to where you are to grab somebody before the teams behind us can get them. There's going to be those kind of teams. They're going to go after players that we don't even need to covet. You know what I mean? They're not even on our list as far as, oh, we got to have him if he's there. There's teams that's willing to take our pick to get that player that we don't want or need. So why not? Why not move back 10 spots, 20 spots, and accumulate 2-3 more extra picks? It won't hurt. It won't hurt, especially like I said, we lack a 1 and a 2. You know what I mean? That third round pick is the most valuable pick that we have of now. That's the most valuable. That is your pawn as far as being able to trade up or trade back. It's going to be the third round pick. Now, later on, there could be the 4th or the 5th, but as of right now, the most valuable pick the Raiders have, third round pick. And that's, like they said, the third time's a charm. We'll see what happens. I think that they're gonna move and groove in this motherfucking draft and shit. Cause that's just in the nature of the beast, where they come from. Like I said, New England already traded a 5 to the Texans for a 6 and a 7. They turned 1 pick into 2. You know what I mean? We could have done that. But why make moves now when you have not seen how the board falls? You know what I mean? To me, that's kind of premature to trade 1 pick, unless you got multiple 5th round picks. Trade 1 pick, but even then, hold tight, hold your horses, and just wait. You know what I mean? Wait till the draft comes, see how the board starts to fall to you. First round, second round. Then when it starts falling, you start seeing these players getting pushed down to you that you never had a clue would be there actually, but they are there. Then you jump on it. You jump on that first thing. That first thing that you see, first player that falls to you that you did not have an idea or thought that could even happen. If that happens, you jump on that shit. Then we worry about later on about trading back. But if you get a player in your lap that was not supposed to be there in the 3rd round or the 4th round or the 5th round, you grab them. Especially if it's a player that we do need at a position that is a need. Do it. You can't go wrong. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, there's really no news going on out here with the Raiders, but other teams, they're doing their thing. They're doing their due diligence and discussing trades and whatnot with other teams. There's been teams connected with being interested with Debo with the Niners. There's draft picks talking about teams wanting to move back out of the first round, which, like I said, makes sense because the depth in this draft at certain positions is there. There will be players in the second and third, fourth rounds that will be there. You will also get players that were not supposed to be in those rounds but will fall there. It always happens. Like we discussed on my show the other day about how scandalous sometimes these teams are with leaking out bullshit. Well, not bullshit, but some shit that didn't happen to certain players to make their stock drop. You'll watch draft day, you'll get a story or two about somebody's off-field incidents, whether it's smoking weed, DUI, shit like that. Shit that you ain't heard right now is gonna come out. They're holding on to that information until, bam, we need to get them to drop to us. And it's a cold game. It's a cold game these teams play with the life and the careers of these potential professional football players coming out of college. It's a cold game. You know what I mean? And it is usually the teams that really covet you that will do damage just for you to fall to them. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. That's the world we live in. You know? So, with that being said, it ain't nothing new. And it ain't gonna stop happening. You're always gonna get some leaks somewhere to make somebody's stock drop because you're not high enough to be able to grab them. So you're gonna try to get them to fall to you. So that's what it is. Like I said, there's not a lot of news tonight, you guys. But we're getting real close. Like I said, 3 more motherfucking days until the draft. And it's going down. You feel me? So any of you guys coming out to the draft, make sure to register on NFLpass.com and get your QR code, because that's what you're going to need to get into the draft. But everything's free. The performances after the draft each day goes as follows. Thursday night after the draft will be Weezer. Friday night after the draft will be Ice Cube. And Saturday after the draft will be Marshmello. DJ dude. You guys probably know the electronic type music and stuff and wears a big marshmallow head. That's Saturday. But Friday, I'm looking forward to Friday. Because you know Ice Cube is part of the Raider Nation. You feel me? So I can't wait to go. I have my son Friday night. So I'm going to take him and let him check out Ice Cube for the first time. But everything's free. I look forward to Friday night anyway. Because that's when round 3 ends it. Friday night ends on round 3, and that's when our first pick is, you guys. So let's see what happens. Let's see what McDaniels and Ziegler and Champ Kelly and Graham and all them put together and what we come back with. I guarantee you it's nothing we're going to be disappointed about. So with that being said, man, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. But also, if you're at the draft once again, look for me. I'll be out there. You'll see Lunatic Raider on the back. You know what I mean? You'll see Raiders Allegiance backpack. You feel me? Oh, and if you haven't, this is what y'all can do. I now have the website up and going. RaidersAllegiance.com. And on there you can go to the Merc. And we do have backpacks. We have the Raiders Allegiance backpack with the logo. Bam. Raiders Allegiance on top. Raiders on the bottom. You feel me? So yeah, man, get your backpack. Mine is filled with t-shirts and flyers. We're going to promote this channel. We're going to get our subscriptions up, our likes up, because you guys, I do this for you guys. You feel me? And like I always say, without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no nation. One nation. And that's including you guys. I'm just as much as a fan as you guys are. And I thank each and every one of you guys who has subscribed to the channel. But before I let you go, let me have you just do me one solid. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and knock the hell out of that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. So with that being said, man, I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for pulling up and checking out this video. Subscribe. Let's get this. Raider Nation, let's go. Let's go. The draft is 3 motherfucking days away, and I know you're hyped because I'm hyped. Let's go. Let's go. Raiders, I'm out.